everybody. Hello. Thank you guys so much for hopping on. If you're watching this on a replay, do me a quick favor and type in hashtag replay. I'm Leticia Campbell, and my co-host that does this show along with me, Miss Twonta Davis, Miss Jones, if you're nasty, honey. We both co-host this show together. However, give me a however in the comments right now. Somebody put in however. Okay. Somebody put in however. If you're watching this live right now, type in however. Okay. Listen, I'm going to be doing this show by myself tonight. Miss Twonta Davis Jones, she is off the grid. Yes, Diane. However, Miss Twonta Davis Jones, she's off the grid. She's on a cruise with her husband, her children, honey, and she's living her best life. So I'm going to be solo dolo tonight for tonight's show, which is okay. This is why I love doing the show with my sister friend, Miss Twonta Davis Jones, because one of us is just, doing life stuff. The other person can step in and do the show on their own. So thank you guys so much for hopping on. Please make sure that you interact. Please make sure that you are commenting. Please make sure that you are being a part. I'm sorry, y'all hear my kids in the background screaming. That you're part of the conversation. Hey girl, hey, is that my girl Kiki? Hey girl, hey now Kiki. Yes, my girl Wakita Honey's in the house. My girl LaShawn's in the house. My girl Miss Diane is in the house. Y'all come on in and roll on in. Tag and share this out. Make sure y'all tag and share the right people, though. That's really going to love this information and contribute to this content as well. Okay? So with that being said, y'all, we're going to kick off the show in just a second. Before we do that, let me get a little bit more housekeeping done. Twonta and I do this show together every Wednesday. Okay, we're actually in season 7 of the show. Season 7, y'all. Isn't that amazing? We've been doing this since 2018. We're already in season 7. So amazing, right? So how we do our show is, again, Wednesday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We host a show, and then after the show, we do what we call the afterglow. Okay, and the afterglow is where we do on Zoom. You don't have to be all dressed up. You don't even have to have your camera on, honey. And we dive more deeper into the topic that we discussed for the night. And we talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Okay, so you definitely want to make a lookout in the comments, because my amazing show producer, Miss Therese Honey, she's going to be posting the Zoom link for the Sister to Sister Connection Afterglow. All are welcome to attend, and we have a lot of fun. We hang out for about 45 minutes after the shows, and we really talk, we really dive in, and we have a whole lot of fun, y'all. So tonight's topic, once we're done with the topic, so we have an amazing topic to discuss with each and every one of you guys tonight. And what tonight's topic is called, I Care Too Much. I care. Let me just change the title a little bit. Add that too, honey. Yes. Give me 1 second, y'all. Ooh, hold on. I'm messing up the text. All right. I care too much. I need to stop. How many of y'all feeling like you're caring about things in an excessive way, right? You're caring about things too much. You're putting too much ahead of you. You're putting too much before you. You're putting too much aside, right? You're waiting too much time. Every day is like, well, I'll do this tomorrow. I'll do this next week. I'll do this next year. I'll do this next month. You're caring too much. And now is the time to stop, right? So we're going to dive into that tonight. And once we're done with tonight's topic, we do something called What's News. Okay. So hopefully Teresa's going to pull that up later on tonight if we have time to do it. And then after that, we get into the afterglow. So if you're watching this live right now, do me a quick favor, type in the comments where you're watching from. Type in the comments where you're watching from. And whenever you want to be a special guest on the show, we always give you advance notice when we're talking about a particular topic, at least a week in advance of the next week's topic. Definitely send us an email at sister-to-sister-connection@gmail.com. If you want to get access to our Sister to Sister Connection movement, it's a free Facebook group we have. Definitely go to bit.ly/Sister to Sister Connection and definitely get in part of our group. We have self-care coming up. Our self-care event is coming up in September, and you guys definitely want to come. And you guys definitely want to attend. That's going to be on September. Thank you, Teresa. It's going to be on September 20. She's on it. I just love her, man. That's going to be on September 24th, y'all. September 24th is going to be our self-care event. And we really dive into self-care, self-awareness. And we have some awesome products that we actually mail to you so that we can all get on and use it all together. So I got my girl, Miss Wakitha, honey. She lives in Dallas, Texas, y'all. I think it's 2 events in Dallas, Texas. Yes, she's in Dallas, Texas, baby. Where else is everyone tuning in from? I'm from New York. That's why I was born and raised, and I've always lived here. I've always lived here. So yes, we're tuning in. Twonta, she resides in Michigan, y'all. I believe, yeah, Michigan. Yeah, she resides in Michigan. So let us know, guys, where you guys are tuning in from. Where are you guys watching from, y'all? And I want to ask you a very deep question. Are you caring too much? Are you caring too much? All right, Therese, pull up the first point. As always, whenever we hop on and we talk about a topic, we have from maybe 3 to 6 talking points. And I really want you guys to interact with this conversation, because a lot of y'all reach out to us, you tell us how much of a breakthrough you've gotten from a conversation, how much self-awareness you got, and how much you actually came up with the solution. I'm sorry, y'all, that's Tori. You guys actually came up with the solution. Just so y'all know, I have 5 kids. Okay, that's enough, right? I don't have to say anything else. Y'all know I have 5 kids, honey. I tell them to be quiet. They know, I'm about to put an on-air sign outside of my office here. Like that ain't even gonna mean nothing, right, Therese? I put the on-air sign. They may end up playing with it and breaking it down. So we have, you guys are popping in where you guys are tuning in from. Awesome. So we got my girl Diane Grady from Tampa Bay, Florida, baby. Thank you so much for hopping on. I'm so happy to see you on here, sis. We got my girl LaShawn. LaShawn lives in Bowie. Am I saying it right? LaShawn, Bowie, Maryland. Yes, Bowie, Maryland. That's a really, really, really good. I like Maryland. I really, really do. All right, y'all. Let's get into the first talking point. All right. Yes. Lead it back. Why you don't hear them, Kiki? You don't hear them chilling in the background just acting crazy, honey. I can't focus when they screaming. When they are screaming like that, it just drives me nuts. But yeah. Yes. And then when I go out there, they're all pointing to each other like, ooh, this person did it, that person did it, So let's go with the very, very first talking point. And as I'm talking, guys, definitely feel free to share this out. Text someone the link to this show and tell them they need to get on in here, because it's very important that you share positive information. There's so much negative information. Buoy, LaShawn, thank you. There's so much negative information being shared out there, spread out there all across social media, right? Let's get out there and really do our due diligence and our responsibility, sharing out some awesome content, right? So number 1 is care too much about how people think of me. Didn't I just talk about this a couple weeks ago? Wow. Just so you guys know, Twonta comes up with all these amazing topics. She really, really does. So caring too much about how other people think about you. Now, I want to ask y'all a question, and I want y'all to be honest. Have y'all felt this way? Have y'all cared so much more about what other people thought of you than what you thought of yourself? Either you're doing it now or if you have done it in the past. I know, Kiki, without diving into too much information, you and I just had a conversation about this before. How many times we as women, especially Black women, I know we have women who have all different nationalities and ethnicities has watched the show, but our target audience is women of color, right? But in this whole, when it comes to this community of women of color, you have so many women of color backstabbing each other. You have so many women of color being jealous of each other, telling each other what we can and can't not do. I mean, even all the way down to the church. I was just watching somebody earlier that there was like a little clip that came up on my newsfeed of a lady just talking about, all this craziness, she was preaching and stuff. I'm like, what is this woman talking about? I mean, there's so much. And the thing is that if you are somebody who's of influence, you do in fact have a voice, right? Whether you think you do or not, you do have a voice, right? I have a voice. Wakitha has a voice. Diane has a voice. LaShawn has a voice. All of you on here, Therese has a voice. And we influence people, like I said, whether we assume so or not. So we got to understand that there's power in our words. There's power in what we say. There's power in what we do. And we don't want to spread the wrong information out there for people to just go right. It's like when you say something, people take what you say seriously, right? So you got to make sure you're speaking empowerment, encouragement, and all the things, right? So caring too much. Now, listen, I have a real, I have a common solution, right, to helping yourself get out and break through out of caring what people think of you. And then I have a solution that's going to force you to do some work, right? The thing is about when I had gone through that journey in my life, especially when early on in my business, when I cared so much about what other people thought, what other people think, what they want to say, what their opinions on. Sometimes you wouldn't even have to say anything to me. I could just see the look on your face, right? And say, oh my gosh, he may not like it, or she may not like it, or she's not interested, or whatever, right? I had to pray in those moments and say, God, please help me to stop this. Please help me to stop putting others over you. Okay. Please help me to stop putting others over you. Because if we're caring so much about what others think, we're putting man before God. Now, I'm not trying to preach to y'all. I'm just trying to really reach to y'all. Now, we have to stop doing that, because if you care so much about what others think, how others feel, what their answer is going to be, what their advice is going to be, what their opinion is going to be, you're putting them, a person, a physical being, right, over you. That person has the same blood in their body, color blood, as you do. That person has to wake up every day and fight through their temptations and fight through their challenges just like you do. There's nobody else that's higher than you, lower than you, or more special than you, more talented than you, nothing like that. Even the people out there that you're seeing do big things, they actually had to take practice. They practiced at it. They stayed determined. They fought through they fought through even when there was moments in their life when they felt weary, right? So we got to get out of the habit of caring so much about what people thought. And just imagine the minute you stop caring about what people think, what people say, that's freedom right there. You have access to full, open, untainted freedom. So stop caring about what other people say, because they may have way more fears than you have. And sometimes people will put on their fears and their lack of courage and their lack of taking action on you, because misery love company. How many of you ever been around somebody that they're not doing much with their life? Every time they start something, they don't finish it. So they want you to join them in that. They want you to be their sister friend in that. If you elevate, right, y'all not going to have nothing to talk about. Last week, Twonta asked me a question when we was doing Afterglow. She said, Leticia, it's been over 5 years since you left your corporate job. Do you talk to your coworkers? I said, no, I don't talk to my old coworkers. I don't no longer talk to the people, have conversations with the people, phone, email, text, nothing. With the people I worked with over 5 years ago, during that time I left my corporate job, I was working there for almost 8 years. And the reason why I said no, I was like, what are we going to talk about? I'm at a different elevation in my life. Not saying I'm higher than them or anything like that, or I'm better than them. But a lot of us are hanging out with people that don't speak our language, right? Some of us are hanging out with people who don't speak our language, right? We're hanging out, we're talking to people who we're not equally yoked with. And we're wondering why we're not getting ahead. So in this season in your life, as you start to break off or break away from people and start really caring about what God says about you, right? I made this post the other day where I talked about, I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care what anybody has to say about me, because God says that he honors me. It's in the Bible. God says that he honors me, and God says that I'm precious. So why would I care about what the world has to say when God says that he honors me and that I am precious to him? Okay. So we got to break out of caring, y'all. You got to understand those people that we're trying to impress, or those people that we don't want to hear them, their negative, looks, or their negative sides, or their negative conversation. They're dealing with their own issues that they're trying to put on you. Okay. So focus on every day waking up and writing down the 3 feelings that you want to feel for the day. And after that, write down the 3 feelings that you don't want to feel, right? If you don't want to feel overwhelmed, if you don't want to feel afraid, if you don't want to feel like you want to push things over, then when those feelings and emotions comes up, you're going to recognize and say, no, I wrote that down today. I gave it to God. I said, we're not going to feel that way today. We're going to feel this way. Write it out. Write it out and make it plain, y'all. Yeah, what Keita said, I was friends with 2 ladies that just found out wasn't my friend. That's right. That's right. We got to stop calling people. That's another thing, y'all. We got to stop calling people friends so loosely. I guess because we know somebody for 20 years, 30 years, because maybe we were in some type of a Facebook group together, or maybe we, linked up with a mentor together, what have you. Maybe sometimes, it's that proximity, right? That connection with some people, but that ain't your friend. We got to have requirements to friends. A friend is somebody that says, Leticia, girl, I need to talk to you. And they willing to pick up that phone, right, Miss Kiki? Okay. And have that conversation with you. And you can have business friends and you can have personal life friends. Because a lot of times when we have business friendships, yes, it is a common fact. Once the business transaction is over, that experience, that relationship sort of severs away because you're no longer in their network. Don't feel bad about that. It's the way it is, right? But it's always good to still have business friends and get connected. There's a group that I'm in that I still pay for, and even though I'm not using the services, I'm still connected to that network of business entrepreneurship women. Okay. And once I stop paying, that connection is over, right? But again, y'all, we got to stop calling people friends so loosely. A friend is somebody who's going to push you, is going to motivate you. A friend is going to be honest, but they're going to be honest in love. Like, I love all my clients. I love y'all so much. And I know for some of y'all who have been working with me for some time and you're not been moving, you're allowing all these barriers to get in your way and all these excuses and all this setbacks and stuff to get in your way, including yourself. I get more hard on you because I see in you more than you see in yourself. And sometimes you need a rider like that next to you who looks past all the things that you seem so high in. Oh, I don't wear makeup. I don't speak eloquently. I don't have long nails. I don't have nice clothes. I see past all that. And I see that light in you. And when you're able to pull that out and step into your greatness, okay? That's when you're going to be moving and shaking. But you need some people, to speak over you and say, girl, I know you're dealing with all that, girl, but I don't see that. All these negativities and problems you're telling me right now, I see you on stage and speaking in front of 8,000 people and helping them make dolls. I see you on stage helping people book their travel trips, right? I see you out there helping people with their government resumes, and they're sitting there for the first time, stepping into their government job, a job they love and they're happy about, and they're able to work with you to deal with the office politics. Right? And I want to tell you this, those of you guys who are running a business, if you're putting your feelings first, you're a selfishpreneur. You're a selfishpreneur. If every time before you go live or every time you're about to make that post, you thinking about, oh my God, what this person's going to say, what that person's going to say. Oh my God, you're thinking about yourself and you're a selfishpreneur because your business is not about you. Your business is about you helping others, helping other people. I woke up this morning, I put on makeup, right? I woke up this morning, I put on makeup, honey. I didn't step up my house that one time today. I put on my makeup because I need to show how I feel comfortable showing up. Because I knew later on I was going to do a sister connection show. I knew I had client calls. I don't have to do my videos, and I knew that I had to show up so I can serve y'all. And I'm tired. Okay. I barely got sleep last night. I took like a 1 hour nap about a couple of hours ago. Okay, I'm hungry, honey. Okay. I'm tired, all these things. But I said, you know what? This is not about me, God. God taught me that a long time ago. This is not about you. It's about Lakeitha. It's about LaShawn. It's about Diane. It's about all Therese. It's about all y'all on here, right? That God has allowed us to cross paths, whether it's for a long period of time or a short period of time. But I got to be here to show up for y'all, okay? Yeah. Well, Keita said, today I released them both with peace and blessings. Y'all, listen, the higher, and I know for some of y'all this is hard. We're going to get to the second point in just a second. I know for some of y'all this is hard, but the higher you get in elevating in your life and your business, you got to have a mean block ministry. Okay. I know it's going to hurt. I know it feels weird. I know it's not something normal that you do, but you got to get into that block mode. Forget about going into Facebook or going into Instagram, making it so that those naysayers don't see yourself. I'm talking about you blocking them completely. Where the minute they click your name, it's that little tool chest thing icon, like, oh, wait, something happened. Something went wrong. Okay. Something went wrong, honey, which means that they can't see you. Because you may not be talking to the person, but if they see you, they got access. Yes, they got access to go and do. Hey, my cousin Shanta, honey. Hey, Shanta. They have access to continue on in their foolery. Y'all know who I blocked. I shared that with, I think I shared that with you, LaShawn, last night when we had our meeting, honey. I said, I got a whole block list. And some of them are extremely close to me. Okay. So y'all can't tell me, Coach Leticia, that's hard to block people. I block people who are so close to me, family wise and friend wise, and all these things that I said, I'm not giving you access. Just you looking at my social media content is too much access. You don't deserve. Yes. And if somehow one of y'all made a little dummy account, whatever, to see this, you don't deserve to have access to me anymore. Because I've given you years, decades, days, moments, hours worth of my access. Access denied. Okay. See, there's an expiration on your grace. Y'all know that, right? There's an expiration. Look, read your Bible, honey. There's an expiration. God give us all grace, and He wants us to give others grace. But there's even an expiration on that. Grace is not unlimited. You know, people should not have access to unlimited grace by you. When somebody shows you who they are, please believe them, and you're going to say, okay, you now have an expiration date on my grace. I've given you too many chances. I've given you too many opportunities, honey. Access denied. I don't care if my mama, my cousin, my brother, my sister, I don't care who you are. Who you are. You don't have to take other people's foolishness because they're your blood. You don't have to. Some people treat you the way they want to treat you because you're blood. Come on now. It's like that. What is it? The brat and her wife, they got married, and you know the sister. What's the sister name, y'all? Y'all remember the sister name? I forgot the sister's name, but she's an actress and stuff. I watched a couple of her movies, Players Club and stuff like that. But if that was my sister, honey, oh, she would be blocked quick, fast, in a hurry. Too loose with the mouth. Some of us got too many family members that be too loose with the mouth. They think because your blood, they entitled to act a fool. Lisa Ray, yes. And at the wedding, Lisa Ray gave I forgot the lady's name, Judy, a statue that said grace. She was like, we gotta give, baby. I know I did a lot. I know I went on blogs, and I know I went on interviews and all these things, and I bashed, my sister. But we gotta get Fanny Grace. Let me tell you what I would have did with that little trophy she gave Judy. I would have smashed it on the floor. It was glass too, Okay. And some of y'all smashed stuff before. You smashed dishes when you got mad. You smashed whatever. I would have smashed that trophy on the floor, and I would say, grace denied. You have the nerve to put your pettiness in my face on my wedding day. Are you drunk? I just know the conversation was coming after you helped me. I appreciate you stepping out of emailpreneur. I'm talking about my program. Yeah, I appreciate you stepping out of the email entrepreneur and listening to me when needed to vent. Yes, I think that is so important. And there may be times where I may be unable to do that. But again, whenever I have an open opportunity to have conversations, I will have them because I've been there. Just the other day, I had a conversation with one of my other clients, and she was going through her child who has special needs, because I have 2 children who have special needs, okay? And even though it was a coaching call, we were talking about she was talking about her child and everything. And I feel like it would be wrong of me to not give her the advice on what she need to do, to get her child access to services, just like I did years ago. Right? Because had I not done that, we wouldn't have gotten to the business part. So that's the thing. Sometimes, I've seen women come to my classes and come to my events, and they weren't able to enjoy the full experience because they was dealing with their crazy husbands at home, or they were dealing with issues with their children at home, or they were dealing with the haters online. So I'm okay with helping you get through that, so we can get to what God has called you to get to. Okay? Everything else in between that is nonsense and distractions. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you mentioning that, Rakitha. All right, y'all, let's get to the second point, y'all. Let's get to point number 2, y'all. Let's get to point number 2. Point number 1 was amazing, y'all. We could do the whole show on point number 1, right? So number 2 is care too much what other people have. How many of y'all played that comparison syndrome? You looked at somebody else's timeline or their Instagram or their website, and you wish, oh, I wish I had that. I wish I had the graphics. Or I wish I had that house. Or I wish that I had that car. Or I wish I had the hair, the contacts, honey. I wish I had that. Right? Remember, we all know what the Bible says on that. It says you shouldn't covet your neighbor, right? You shouldn't covet what somebody else has. Okay, because my husband used to say this all the time. When I look at other couples and their younger couple, obviously you could tell they've been together for probably a couple of months and they holding hands and hugging and stuff. And I'm just like, man, I'm hot. But I'll go over there, I'm like, look at that cute couple. He's like, girl, you don't know what's going on. He probably beating her. He probably holding her so tight, so he like, you better not go over there and look at that man. Well, I'm gonna smack you. You know, God forbid, right? But my thing is, what's time when it's my time is my time. I always say that a lot. You know, obviously me being a Capricorn and a middle child and all the things, we always want more. I've always want more. I've never I'm like Martin. Keep that comment up, Therese. I'm like Martin Lawrence in that episode where he got fired from the radio show and he had to become a janitor. And his first day, he was like, all right, you know, this is my first day. I got through my first day. How can I get the supervisor? On his first day, he asked, how can he become a boss? And the dude looked at him like, what? You got years to do that. But that episode reminds me so much of myself. No matter what position I've ever held at a job or what have you, I always said, how can I get to the top? You know, I always want more, you know, but you know, you gotta calm that down a lot, because then we miss valuable lessons. You know, we miss very, very crucial and important lessons on this ladder to success. And we gotta know and take things step by step, because right now, some of you can't handle 1,000 clients in one day, 1,000 transactions in one day. Some of y'all can't handle 1,000 customer orders in one day. So if you decide to covet that, and God sometimes gives you a little glimpse of that, you're going to say, I'm not ready for that right now. Let me just go through the path and go through the journey and build my steps and my empire brick by brick, right? So I think that's very important, that a lot of y'all who are looking at people who are further ahead in the game, because nobody's really ahead of you. They just may have had years before. They've probably been in it years and years before you have. And you got to look at that, because God reveals things to me through other people, right? So when I look at somebody who's been doing coaching for years, decades on end, and I see their ads and I see their mastermind events and all the things, God is saying, that's where you're going to be. That's where I'm leading you to. I'm not going to take that and rob myself of a blessing by saying, well, I want to get to that super duper fast. Because I move very strategically, y'all. A lot of opportunities I get. I had got an opportunity a couple of weeks ago, and I say no when people message me or email me about things. Yesterday I went through my Instagram messenger, and there was a whole bunch of people DMing me about different things, and I just said no. I just kept commenting each one, no, right? Because I know by that first sentence what it is that you want, right? So in order for me to continue to serve the people that God has called me to serve in this season, I have to serve them so I can serve others for the next season, or continue to serve the people I'm serving now into their next season as well. So Keita said, I'm guilty of number 2 for 3 years, and I was stuck in the same spot after going nowhere. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing that, Rakitha. I think your best thing you need to do right now is look forward. I really feel like your best thing to do right now is look forward. If you're wanting to become a forward thinker, stop looking in your Facebook memories. Okay. Stop looking in the past. Okay. The past, when you're building, the past is not your friend. Obviously, when you get to the goal that you're going to get to in your life and in your business, and you get to that goal, you get to the top, then you're going to leverage all these past pictures and past photos and past posts as a way to show people, this is where I was then, this is where I am now. Let me help you get to where I am now. But for right now, while you are driving on the highway of your journey, your entrepreneurship journey in your life, you cannot look backwards. You cannot look through the rear view mirror, because you're going to end up reversing, or you end up crashing into the wall. So my biggest advice for you right now is to focus on what's the next step. What are you going to do tomorrow, right? Did you write out your what you're going to do tomorrow. Like for example, when I'm about to go into the next day, I have written down the hours of the day and what I'm going to do for each hour of that day. Because I know with me, I could procrastinate, but if I have a schedule, right, I can't think about nothing else because everything is stuck to the schedule. If I get off track, I know where I left off at because every day I'm thinking forward, 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 forward. We can't do nothing about the past, honey. We just learn from it and we just keep moving. All right, let's move into the third point. Let's move into the third point. And y'all, my girl Twonta, honey, she's on a cruise, honey. We're about to plan a sister to sister connection cruise. How many of y'all would love to be a part of that? How many of y'all would love to come? Because cruises are fun. Cruises are fun because it's all inclusive, right? You got food, you got excursions, you got travel and stuff. So we're thinking about doing like a sister to sister connection cruise. Hopefully in the next, year and a half, we're planning on planning that. So y'all, or even sooner, okay? Even sooner, honey. So y'all let me know, because Twonta and I were talking about that when she was on her cruise ship the other day. Okay, I was like, girl, this would be nice. We do a little sister to sister connection cruise, honey, and have a whole lot of fun, right? So number 3 is care too much about how people see you. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, honey, I may spend too much time on this. So let me give you all the short end of the stick, or the short end answer to this. This is a whole live right here. Okay. How many of y'all typing me right now if you care a lot about how people see you? How people see you. Okay. You got to stop that. You have to stop that. You got to say, I don't care how you see me. All I care about is how God sees me. All I care about is how I see myself. Okay? Don't care about how they see you. Because sometimes people will put a mirror, right? And how they see you is really how they see themselves. You ever got into that conversation with somebody? They want to pick you apart and say, you this and you that. I'm like, girl, aren't you talking about yourself? I had people say, you're a manipulator. I'm like, well, you have no answer to when I ask you how, because whenever somebody says something like, oh, Tisha, you did this, tell me how. I want to know how, because I genuinely want to know how. You can't tell me how, but I could come right back to you and tell you how you that way. Right? People are so quick to put labels and badges on you. And really, that's the label and the badge that they put on themselves. They just put it on you. I had clients in the past that blamed me for the lack of success in their business. But I'm like, wait a minute. When's the last time you showed up to class? I even asked Therese, because Therese keeps attendance every time I do a class. I said, do you remember seeing this girl? I sent her the person's profile picture and all this stuff. I'm like, I remember she was in such and such 2 years ago, but I remember her name, but not really her face. You didn't get plugged in. That's not my fault. You didn't ask questions. I didn't. Y'all know my DM is open, my email is open. I mean, everything open. And if I miss something, guess who DMs me on our Boxer team chat? Therese. Coach, go check this email. Diane sent the email last night. That's how we was able to respond to your email, Diane, because Therese caught that. I was over doing something else. She was like, Coach, Diane's over there. She just sent us an email. Patricia just sent us an email, and we address it right away. But if you don't get plugged in, honey, I'm not going to reverse back. Like I told you, I'm forward. Now, sometimes God, if you're going through something spiritually, what have you, sometimes God will give me like a little nudge and say, message Diane or message Movina, right? Just send them, just ask them how they're doing. Sometimes, right? But that's in the process of y'all moving, right? While you're moving and taking action and working your businesses or just life in general, right? Not when you're sitting stagnant. When you sit stagnant, the connection is lost until you reconnect, get recharged. We all, ladies, somebody type in all in the comments right now. Thank you, Diane. We all have the ability to recharge ourselves, to refill ourselves. I remember the key word, ourselves. Because if you're waiting for me to do it, okay, I'm trying to recharge myself as well. So you got to recharge and then get plugged in and then communicate what your needs are. Period. And I said this the other day. I said, when somebody teaches me something, I take action on it right away. Because I feel like information to me is like milk. If you let it sit in your refrigerator too long, it's going to spoil. That's how it is with information, y'all. Some of y'all, when you're taught something, when you're told something, you sit on it. You sit on it, and it expires. Then you have to recharge, and then you sit on it again. We got to get out of that habit. The minute you're told to do something by somebody who's actually taking action, that's not the people out there who ain't doing nothing, they don't got no business, or they may have a business or not working their business. Y'all see me every day working my business. Somebody give me number one. If you see me every day posting, going live, messaging, emailing, type in one. If you don't, just be honest. If y'all see me every day since this year alone, 2022, y'all see me every single day working my business. So I'm recharging myself every day. I don't care if I wake up too late, right? I don't care if I didn't sleep well last night. I don't care if I got an argument with my husband. I don't care if the kids drove me crazy. I'm getting plugged into this. Every day. There'd be times where I tell Trees, I'm going to be offline today, girl. I even put on the calendar, off. Right? Trees down there laughing, off. She was like, all right, okay. It's cute, but next thing you know, email comes through, or I post something, or I'll respond to a post, or what have you. But there's sometimes I'll be off on Thursday. Okay, we'll see what happens, right? But again, I stay plugged in. Nobody pushes me. Y'all think people pushing me? Nobody pushes me. I may get plugged into different groups and different masterminds to get tips and advice, but I motivate myself. I motivate myself whether I wake up and there's $0 in my account. I motivate myself. I motivate myself whether I wake up and there's $1,000 in my account. I still motivate myself. I motivate myself harder and harder, whether it's $0 in my account or $1,000 in your account. Some of y'all don't motivate yourself because you're waiting for your account to motivate you. You're waiting for what's in your check-ins and your savings to motivate you. And when you don't see the number that you want to see, come on, somebody, let me know if I'm talking to you right now. If you don't see the number that you want to see, you do nothing. You do nothing. Come on now. If you don't see the customers that you want to see, you do nothing. If you don't see the clients that you want to see, you do nothing. I see so many people. I was on a call last night. People making excuses for why they doing nothing. I ain't getting no viewers on my live. Okay. I ain't make no sales. I ain't getting no engagement. Everything's I don't. Then what are you going to do about it? What are you going to try differently or do more of? Please stop telling me you're doing everything. Because where I'm at a great success in my business, I still feel like I ain't doing everything. I gotta do more. I gotta do some ads. I need to do some. I was just on a call with my client Sunny right before I came on here. I said I gotta get back into doing my meet and greets again. I gotta get, you know what I'm saying? Even though y'all just said y'all put it number one in the comments that y'all see me every day working my business. Inside of me, I'm like, dang, I'm not even like, I want 8. I'm not even on 10. Everybody else think I'm on 10, but I'm like, I was about on 6 today. I know you think I'm on 100, but I'm probably on like 88, you know what I mean? Because hold on one second, y'all. I want to share this out, y'all. I need to share this out to my timeline. I forgot to do that. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Like, for real, stop. You got to motivate yourself even when there is no inspiration around you. Okay? I don't want nobody to inspire me to push. I don't. Not at the level that I'm at in my business right now, because I feel like when you're at a level in your businesses where you have now found you start to build momentum, searching for people to motivate you could be dangerous. Searching people to motivate you can be dangerous, y'all. Because you're sitting there waiting for them to make a move, and then you don't make a move until they make a move, right? All right, y'all, just gonna share this out. Okay, let's move on to the next point. How many points we have? I don't even know. I don't even know, ladies. We're gonna jump on in this. Yes, and we're gonna do the afterglow right after this. Teresa's gonna be putting the Zoom link in the chat. Y'all better come on in the afterglow. Let me tell y'all something. If anything I said tonight resonated with you, I better see your behind in the afterglow. And we're going to talk about this, and we're going to come up with a solution. We're going to dive into this. We're not going to be on the afterglow long, about 40, 45 minutes. But let's really get into a solution to helping you to activate yourself. So number 4 is you care too much about what's in the past. I just said that before. Stop looking backwards. Stop going back into your Facebook memories and your Instagram memories and all the memories that pop up when you open up your social platform and looking at old pictures, old videos. When I was going, I'm way beyond the girl that was going live in her car 3, 4, 5 times a day. I'm way beyond her. I'm way beyond the girl that left her job and went live and talked about it with a crown on. I'm way beyond her. I'm totally different from that girl right there. Even though we're the same person, mentally, we're different. Totally different level. Stop thinking about the past. Stop thinking about, well, it's 2022 in August. Stop thinking about the fact that what you didn't do and start doing something. We only have control of the now and tomorrow. Think forward. Think forward. I was writing out my goal this week. And I was like, yeah, I got new clients this month, but I didn't get the number. I even shared this with Therese. I didn't get the number of clients that I need. So I said, okay, Leticia, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? You're sitting here and saying, well, I didn't get the number I want. How are you going to close out this month in success? And someone told me this the other day, you got to get some wins under you. Those of you who are watching this right now, whether you're watching this live or on a replay, it's time to get some wins under your belt. It's time to create some achievable goals, smart goals that if you worked hard and actually did something, okay, you will reach that goal. If you just start receiving information and don't do anything with the information, like I said, information does expire if you don't do nothing with it, right? You actually want to make that goal and surpass that goal, but you got to get some wins under your belt. Your win could be you're no longer going to listen to what people have to say. You're no longer going to stop caring about what people think about you or how people see you. You're now going to stop going into your past, right? And being regretful over your past. You're going to look forward and forward and forward and forward, right? So let's get into number 5. Is it number 5, Trees? Put it up if it's in there. And if y'all got any value out of this, type in me in the comments right now. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. We're going to get into number 5 here. Let the church say. I think we only have 4 points, right? I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Let's get into what's news then, Therese. Pull it up, honey. Pull it up, honey. Yeah, those were great points, though, y'all. Okay, let me look at this. Ooh, who is this? Like, no homo. She is cute. Therese, pull it up, love, because if I do it, my Wi-Fi is going to act up. My Wi-Fi be like, girl, it's too much. You're doing too much, honey. Putting too many tabs up. Yeah, so while Therese pulls that up, definitely, y'all, let me know in the comments which point resonated with you the most. Which of the points, the 4 points that I just went over tonight, which of those points resonated with you? Next week, I'm going to also do the show solo because, this thing is on a cruise for 2 weeks, baby. Okay, so we have this, just to explain to you guys what news is about. Twonta decided to add this on during our season 6 of our Sister to Sister Connection talk show. And basically why we added on what's news is because we want to share different things that we find on blog sites and what have you that really helps to inspire you and motivate you. And you actually able to see what other people are doing out there in the world of entrepreneurship, life, and what have you. These articles you're not going to see on the news. You're not going to see sides on the news. But so we decide, since we are the news, okay, we're the Sister to Sister Connection news, baby. Okay, somebody type in, we are the Sister to Sister Connection news in the chat right now. We are the Sister to Sister Connection news. So we're going to share what others don't want to share. Okay, so we have this article here. It says Black woman developer, wife of Fortnite creator launches live social shopping platform. Live social shopping platform. This is amazing. Let me just read a little bit. Let me scan through this just to read a little bit more about it. Entrepreneur has a full stack developer. Mecca, a launching social live shopping mobile application platform. Okay, So this is probably, and correct me if I'm wrong, Therese, this is probably similar to like Comet Sold and like the QVC app, right? Where you can shop on demand, where it's live and you can shop and choose the items that you want. I think this is amazing because the fact that this is like another Black owned business owner, which is amazing. With a tick, so this is good. This platform is basically going to be TikTok like interface, right? So it's called Re-Up allows shoppers to join the app and shop brands that support community, as many are created by local entrepreneurs. Oh, so this is like through the local community, right? Focusing initially on beauty, personal care, lifestyle, fashion, personal grooming, and relaxation. The app features handmade luxury items selected exclusively from vendors that support the community. Okay, and then here's the quote. The application is designed to offer an interactive shopping experience to buyers from every background and interest. Okay, that's amazing, y'all. This is absolutely amazing. This sister looks gorgeous too, honey. Her makeup is amazing. Also, founder Mecca, a full stack developer with degree in simulation and game design. That's the thing. When I went to college, right, I first went for computer programming. Okay, this is a funny story. I went first to college to the university for computer programming, and when I went I think it was my first couple of classes, I switched to networking. But it's like now people who took computer programming, whatever, it's like, oh, nobody's going to be developing digital games and digital interfaces and stuff like that. Now people are making like millions of dollars doing it. I'm like, oh my God, I should have stuck with computer programming, but it's okay, right? Again, not good to go to the past, because I'm glad I took networking because I was able to meet my husband. Yes, we met in college because he was in networking, and we got 5 kids and all the things, right? So, principal programmer at Epic Games, one of the creators of Fortnite. Oh my God. How many of y'all have children who play Fortnite? I'm paying like $9.99 a month for my daughter to pay Fortnite, y'all. And all my kids want me to also get them account. I'm like, oh, why am I going to be? There's too many of y'all with all these Fortnite accounts, right? But I don't even know what Fortnite is, y'all. I'm telling you right now, you put a gun in my head and say, what does Fortnite look like? I'm like, I don't know, girl. But I hear it all the time, and that's what the kids be playing. So she is one of the creators of Fortnite Battle Royale. Battle Royale. Sound like a casino. All right. Fortnite fans may be familiar with her husband, Persona from, what does it say? Nippolsley Pawn Shop. What? I don't know what that is. In Battle Royale. See, I don't even know this stuff. My kids play Fortnite every day. Yeah, this is awesome. What do y'all think about this? Tell me. What do y'all think about this? Having an actual shopping interface? Because here's the thing, y'all. Y'all know I teach and train. Those of y'all who are my clients and you're in here, I teach and train about email marketing. It's so important, guys, that you guys learn more about offline platforms, to where just in case, so Facebook, Instagram, wherever goes away, you got to have another place where people can do business with you. And also have another place where you could train people to start watching you on, right? Just imagine you have your own app. I mean, I think that's phenomenal, right? Some people don't even have their social media notifications on, but they have all their apps on, right? So LaShawn said her nephew plays Fortnite. Awesome. I may start to get all y'all's children's screen names so all of our kids can play Fortnite together. Because they be that little chat window. I tell the kids, don't be chatting with them people because you don't know if there's some creepy men on there, honey. And I don't want to be cussing nobody out. Okay? Well, I will cuss somebody out if I have to, but yeah. Wakita said mine no longer plays, but they on Minecraft. Or do they do if they don't play Fortnite? I know you said Minecraft. Do they play Apex? Because I realize if there's a child that's not on Fortnite, they're playing Apex. My nephew plays Minecraft. Oh, I said Minecraft. Minecraft. I'm gonna say, they're like, what the hell you should talk about? I didn't put no Minecraft in the comments, honey. Minecraft. Yes, my kids do play Minecraft. Does any of y'all kids play Apex? I know my son, he plays Apex. That's like more of a advanced names, all the shooting and stuff like that. But this is amazing, y'all. What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? Have y'all been really trying to because again, Facebook can start to become a negative space sometimes. Are y'all trying to, just like your consumers are you guys trying to look at other platforms to promote what it is that you're offering? Okay, well, Keith is just going to ask them. Yeah, yeah. So we didn't have really, I mean, I grew up in the era of Nintendo and Sega, but that was like when I was in high school that those games started to come out. We played outside growing up. That was our video game, playing outside. Okay. But my parents be like, when you gonna go outside? You know what I'm saying? We had to be back for the street lights come on. So like this whole game thing for me, just sitting there and plugging in a controller is, to me, is just a waste of time. I'm like, I could be doing something. Like I could be like, we grew up doing something, you know, it was just different back then, you know. So kids can be playing video games all day long. Me looking down at something for too long makes my back hurt. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just a different era right now. It's totally, totally different. I almost regret buying my children video games and stuff. I really, really do. I really do. It's like once you get them started, that's it. But also the thing is like they were going to get access to it anyway, because now it's in the schools, you know, computers and tablets and stuff like that. Last year, even though they were in person, all their homework was submitted through online. I want them to get back into to doing paper homework. Okay, I want to, because we had to write things out growing up. We had notebooks, and to write the problems out, the solutions out. I really don't. I'm starting to not like this whole turn in your homework online. Oh, you was Pac-Man? I like Pac-Man too. I like Pac-Man too. Pac-Man was my game. And Tetris. I love me. Let me tell you something. I love me some Tetris. We played a lot of card games, honey, like like all the gambling games, like poker, blackjack. I love blackjack, honey. Every time I go to the casino, honey, you will see me at the blackjack table, honey, with my little beach hat on, okay? And I even touch the beach, honey, but I'll put my beach hat on, okay? Yes, I love me some blackjack. Spades, okay? What can you say? I love her app development. I'm looking into designing something like that for my dolls. Yes, think outside the box and be the first. Be the first. Yes. Somebody said Mario. Yep, I play Mario. Yes, I play Mario on Nintendo. But again, that was like when I got into high school, you know. Yeah, so Duck Hunt. What was Duck Hunt? I'm trying to remember. I was in middle school when Pac-Man came out. In middle school, really? Well, maybe we couldn't afford Nintendo until I got into high school. I think that's what it was, honey. Because I remember even I was having cable growing up until I got into high school, child. Listen, so all these little TVs and stuff, people would be like, oh, you watch this and that? Nope, honey, we did not have cable, honey. Okay, whatever we got on the antenna, those are the stations we got. And y'all remember back in the day when the TV actually turned off after a certain time? I don't know if it was 9 p.m., 10 p.m., but the TV literally went after a certain time. You couldn't watch nothing. You couldn't watch nothing. You know, it needs to go back to that. I don't think people will know what to do with themselves if it went back to that. I think people will start, I'm depressed. What? You're depressed because you can't watch TV. What is really going on? I did not know a black woman developed these games. Me either. And she's a gorgeous black woman too. She's that black girl, like she's like she from the hood, honey. Like, listen, I know she got a knife in that pocket, honey. I just feel it in my spirit. All right, so I'm 14 years older than you. What? Yeah, I know, but like I said, you know, I remember being in high school and having access to those things. You know, growing up, you know. Yes. Yeah, turn off at 12:30. Yes, it went and it said like a little announcement, like to let you know, like, oh, we about to turn off, we about to shut this down. So you either go to bed or maybe put in a VHS or whatever it's called. And good nights. Y'all remember back in the day when the TV said good night? like the real good night. Like you can't even watch nothing, right? Oh my God. All right, Therese, you could take that down. Like I said, that was What's News, ladies. Definitely go check out that article. Therese put the link in the chat there. And join me over in the Afterglow. Who's coming to the Afterglow? Type it me in the chat. Teresa's going to put the Zoom link in the comments. Now, those of you who just hopped on and you're like, girl, what is the Afterglow, honey? Do I need to dress up? Do I need to pay something? No, you don't need to do any of those things, honey. The Afterglow, where we all come on after the show and we talk more deeply into the topic. I ask you guys, what is your biggest takeaway from tonight's conversation? And then we discuss whatever you guys want to discuss, honey. This is time for us to get social, right? I know it's weird now because we're all in the era of like, oh no, don't come near me. We get social in the afterglow, honey. We definitely do that. So just join us. Come hang out. You could be cooking dinner. You could be, just don't be in the bathroom, honey. Okay. Taking showers and stuff. It's not recorded. Okay. It's not recorded. All right. Join us back there and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. I'll be back on here. Same time, same place. All right. Diane LaShaw's coming on. Y'all better come on over, honey. Go on the Zoom right now and I'll open up the room in just a second. I will be back on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Not tomorrow. What am I talking about? Jeez. Oh, trees. I'll be back on next week. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all. And we'll let you guys know in advance what the topic is going to be about. But if you ever want to join us as a guest on the show, because we do talk about some awesome topics, and you have a voice. You have a powerful voice. And we love to know your point of view on the topic as well. Definitely email us at sister-to-sister-connection@gmail.com. It's sister-to-sister-connection@gmail.com and say, hey, I want to be a guest on your panel, next week, the week after, what have you. Just let me know what your topic is going to be, what your talking point is going to be. So that way you know in advance, right? So definitely come and just email us. And we can have 2 of y'all on, 3 of y'all on, what have you. Just come on the table, honey. This is the connection table, baby. Join on in. Okay, join on in, y'all. And also, if you're not a part of our Facebook group, go to bit.ly/sister-to-sister-connection. Get inside. Make sure you answer those questions that pop up, because we got nobody in the group unless you answer those questions, honey. Don't sneak on in. We check your profile. Make sure that you're not a troll, honey, or some nasty old foreign dude trying to get a sixth wife. Okay, whatever. We ain't gonna let you in, honey. We know. Okay, go get you some help. All right, so I'm gonna hop off here. Once again, thank you guys so much for hopping on and watching. And as always, love on your sister. Bye, y'all. See y'all in the afterglow. Peace.